beginning of our tour.
The fun starts now.
I want the 30-second countdown on all of our shows.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Well, I will do my best to provide it.
Oh, that would be cool. You could...
I can do the 3. Wait, shoot. This is hard in mirror image. 3 0, right? And then 2. No, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Here's what I just noticed this. A 30-second countdown feels really long when you're about to perform and you just have to sit there for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Listening Booth is here. Hey.
Oh, hey, Listening Booth.
We are so excited to sing for you.
We love you.
So, Katie, I tried to put our little promo video on this because I thought it would be just such a perfect way to launch this, is us being ridiculous in the rain. But correct me if I'm wrong, but like this whole like plan came to us in the rain in the gazebo at Falcon Ridge.
I think that's true. I guess I don't know because I feel like you may have said, "Do you want to go on tour together sometime?" And I was like, "Yes." I feel like that. I don't know. So I don't know, but I think you brought it up. So I liked to believe that for years you had been pining after this plan, but maybe you in the gazebo at Falcon Ridge.
I had been pining after this plan, and I just feel like our time spent in the rain in the gazebo made me feel like, you know what, now's the time to ask.
Yeah.
We were just in a place where anything could happen because that rain was nuts.
That rain was nuts. This is like how people get engaged in the rain,
Like, now's the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we were talking about the weather because apparently there's big weather coming to Katie's area, and then it made me think, where do you live?
I live in so I live in this is another similarity between us, Grace. I live in Northeast Wisconsin. That's not similar.
I was hoping you'd say Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. But we call where I live, I don't, but some people call it the Cape Cod of the Midwest. It's Door County, Wisconsin. It's a tourist destination.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cape Cod of the Midwest. Well, that's the selling point of this tour. It's like the two Cape Cods meet. The reason I got so excited, and I feel like I should have told you this before you committed to sharing hotel rooms with me, is that the current court TV trial that I am fully invested in took place in Wisconsin.
Really?
Because I'm 90 years old.
Yes, I've learned that. So tell me, how are you watching this court TV trial?
Oh, it's all on YouTube. You can watch any trial. Beginning to end, you can watch the whole trial.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there must be like thousands or tens of thousands happening. So why is it that you chose this one?
Because the Super Macabre podcast I listened to shared this case with me, and I'm like, this sounds really insane. And then it was on YouTube, and I was like, well, I guess I'm all in watching this trial.
Am I allowed to tell the people, speaking of your macabre podcast, am I allowed to tell the people about our conversation earlier today?
Sure, yeah. You tell them.
Grace is like, what's your transportation needs on Monday to get home? And I was like, well, I'll just take that. You can drop me somewhere maybe, but I can just take public transportation to the airport. And Grace said, oh, you're so much braver than I am. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she said, well, I watch a lot of murder mysteries that happen on public transit. And I said, oh, like, what are they? And it turned out it was like Agatha Christie, like Murder on the Orient Express. So like, I would just like to say that like the Northeast Corridor is not like where, I don't know, but I don't feel like it's where the murders are happening.
Incidentally, all the train murders happen in England. It's a very English problem. So just avoid the trains, I think, in the UK.
Okay.
And then you're fine.
Okay.
The last train murder mystery that I read, I feel you do Scottish tours, right?
Yes.
They had a whole thing of what is it? It's this Scottish Christmas dessert tablet.
Oh, yes.
the whole murder on the train centered around tablet, and it had a recipe because that's my favorite kind is a murder mystery with a cat and a recipe. So have you have you had tablet in Scotland?
Yeah, I have had tablet, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
Sorry to say. A lot of oh, I just did my hair and I made it weird. Yes, I have had tablet, but I'm gonna do a quick little refresher. I think
it's like a fudge like texture perhaps, and it's got whiskey and
oh,
just sugar.
yeah. Okay, yes, I have. Yum.
Okay. Are you planning a Scottish tour? Is one in the works?
Yeah, in fact, this year I'm going on 2 Scottish tours and an Alaska cruise. And next year I'm doing a Scotland and Ireland and a Rhine River cruise. So
And people
those
can
are like
join you.
fans can come along on their Katie Dahl fan extravaganzas.
Do you like how I wove that in there? That was totally
You are basically my publicist. That was amazing.
So listen, we're here on the internet. We have guitars. We're gonna sing. Should sing?
Yeah. Do you want to go first or should I?
Sure, I'll go first. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had been wanting for a long time to write a song about books and how much I would rather read books than other things. I was going to say interact with humans, but that makes me sound like a hermit.
If the shoe fits.
Yeah, can you hear that guitar?
Yes.
So this is my book Hermit song. All right, I think I should do this.
Make yourself big.
Unless Katie, you want to like be there interacting and like reacting in real time.
Up to you, man. Up to you.
All right, if you do any real cool dance moves, I can pop you back in. All right, I'm such a dork. Okay. Also, I'm just super excited to spend time with Katie Dahl. This song is about as political as I ever get, and it fills me with dread every time I'm about to sing it. And when I say political, what I mean is it has the word president in it. And I'm like, those are the times we're living in. My life's motto since 1992 is avoid the confrontation. It might not be the healthiest trick that I have ever used. It's just self-preservation. I don't want to hear you tell me that I'm wrong. Maybe we're just singing different words to the same song. If we all can't get along, I'll just sit alone and I'll read every book. Happy in my library nook all day. I got a couple of friends I'll hardly ever see, except for hey, how are you doing? Presidential politics, we agree to disagree, but I don't respect their opinion, and I don't want to hear them tell me that I'm wrong. Maybe we're just singing different words to the same song. If we all can't get along, I'll just sit alone and I'll read every book. Happy in my library nook all day. How can we all be friends when we can't even pretend to be civil? I'd rather walk alone again or get a block of wood and start to whittle. 'Cause this living ain't for chickens. He fell in love with alcohol and hiding it from me, and I was afraid to hurt his feelings. So I stuck around a year or two and tried to set him free. It was a lonely state of being. He didn't want to hear me tell him he was wrong. We We were singing different words, it was barely a song. Gave up on getting along. So I sit alone and I read every book. Happy in my library nook all day. All day. 'Cause my life's motto since 1992 is avoid the confrontation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yay!
It would have been better to just leave you on the screen.
I am very compelling, but I don't agree. I think it was good to have full on Grace.
You are compelling. I agree.
I love that song. And sometime you can tell me off camera or on camera, how old were you in 1992?
Oh, 7.
You're 7. I was 9. Yeah, good move. That's about when we start. That's a great time to start avoiding confrontation.
Yeah, I think so. It's funny. This is going to get too dark, but like there was a thing that happened in gym class that like made me retract into myself.
Mhm.
Gym class, man. Gym class in the 90s.
Trauma.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you want to make me do sit-ups that I can't do in front of this entire 5th grade? Horrific.
Like I cried in gym class so much. It was awful.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Katie, did you also have to go to the bathroom a lot during gym class like me?
Well, what I did.
Nurse.
Or the nurse. What I did, actually, this is interesting. This wasn't the song I was going to do, but this could be a good lead into a song that I could play.
Yeah,
yeah. But don't take yourself off yet because it involves some gym class. But dodgeball was fun though. I mean, was it though? The balls were like thrown right at you. I did not find that rough. But anyway, and what I did, sometimes I went to the bathroom or went to the nurse. One time my gym teacher needed a recording of When You Wish Upon a Star, and we had the soundtrack for Pinocchio at home. And I said, can I get out of gym for a day if I lend it to you? And I had her up against a wall and she was like, okay. So that's one way.
That's good negotiation skills.
Thank you. This is how much I hated gym. And then but I always liked my teachers, even my gym teacher, you know.
Yes.
My last name was Craigness at the time. She called me Craigness. Hey, Craigness. So that was fun. And I also did a thing, you know, this is probably true in most northern climates, but there was like a time of the year where you have to bring your shoe, wear your boots and bring your shoes in your backpack, right?
Yeah.
And I would forget my shoes so that I just had my boots, and you weren't allowed to run around in the gym with your boots on.
It's not good for your feet.
Exactly. So that is how I got out of gym, is I would forget I didn't forget anything in my life. Like in my elementary school life, I was a rememberer, but not of my shoes, strangely.
Can I tell you, I'm just remembering like the best gym class thing that ever happened to me. And then
please tell me.
Saw you. Because I feel like most kids would not think this was the best thing that ever happened to them. But we were getting ready for field day. And the big thing was the baton relay race. And so the prep for that, they would picked 2 kids and they had to pick their teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like who. And I just sat there thinking to myself, don't pick me, don't pick me, don't pick me. And looking down at the ground and looking anywhere, and nobody picked me. And I think initially the gym teacher was like, oh, that poor kid, she must feel so left out. But I was like, yeah, don't pick me. And then he didn't make me go on anyone's team because he knew I was so happy that no one wanted me on their team. Oh, sweet relief.
Don't let them tell you that gym class doesn't give you any good little gifts, because sometimes it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God. Tell us about the song first. What album is it on?
Well, okay, this is on my. This is I wasn't gonna do it until we started talking about gym class. This is on my next most recent album. It's called Wild. The album is called Wildwood, and the song is called "Oh Minnesota," and it's about youth growing up in Minnesota. And because now I live in Wisconsin, but I originally was from Minnesota, and it contains a reference to my shoe boot trick.
All
Um,
right.
yeah,
Pumped.
so it's called "Oh Minnesota," or as I like to call it, "Oh Minnesota." Oh, Minnesota, I was born on your highways, crossed through your skyways, watch the Mississippi roll. I am your prodigal daughter, swam your 10,000 waters, spent all your shiny quarters at a bar in Sevastopol. Oh, Minnesota, you're my beginner's luck. Your hockey pucks and potlucks, gray ducks and purple rain. You're the night on Lake Nokomis when I kissed her in the snow. You're the streetlight glow I can see from the airplane. And I keep an agate in my pocket and a jacket in my car. Hey, Minnesota, call me back if I stray too far. Yeah. Oh, Minnesota, track salt into your halls, in the corners of your malls. You've held me while I cried when I wore the wrong clothes. The other kids didn't know me, or when I left my shoes at home, had to wear my muddy boots inside. And I keep an agate in my pocket and a jacket in my car. Hey, Minnesota, call me back if I stray too far. Yeah. Oh, Minnesota, I am your fickle lover. I wear holes in all your gloves. I unravel all the yarn. When the air turns bitter, when my voice starts to quiver, I drive right across that river, straight into your arms. And I keep an agate in my pocket and a jacket in my car. Minnesota, call me back if I stray too far. Hey, hey, oh, Minnesota, you are my oldest friend. And when I start to bend, I think it's you that keeps me strong. Something in your sweaters, in your sensible shoes, that says it's me you choose, that you're the place where I belong. Hey, it says it's me you choose, that you're the place where I belong.
Yes, Katie Dahl.
Woo!
I have a question. When we planned this really fully planned out live stream that we're doing now,
Oh, yeah.
we said we'd each do one song. Do you have another one in you? Or do
Oh,
you need to scoot? And the reason I ask is that song made me think of a song that I made up. And then, unless you have to go.
should we do one more each?
I feel like we should. And then we had a request from the listening booth. If you can look at your audio settings and see if you have noise cancellation on.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, listening booth. The part of our not very planned out live stream involved us not doing a sound check. Uh, so I
I
think
mean,
I do, and I am sorry that I did not. Oh, I do have echo cancellation, reduce mic background noise. There
try
we
that.
go.
We'll
Okay,
see. Rob
let's.
requests that we do 10 more songs each.
Oh, good
Love you,
idea,
Rob.
Rob.
Love you, Rob. So
Hey,
here's,
Grace. Wait, tell
yeah,
me about this. This. Where could we play on April 6th? Tell me about this banner that I see.
this banner. Yeah, so we did have a show scheduled for April 6th, and without getting into details, we don't anymore. So if you know anybody who's within, you can help me math this out. I feel like if you're within like 3 hours of like Lewis, Delaware to Rockville, Maryland, somewhere
To
in there,
Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I mean, yeah, right.
to
Like that's
Lancaster, like somewhere with,
just understand that we're playing in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware on Friday, and then we're
yep,
playing in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on Sunday. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking, could they come to my house in the middle? Like,
yeah.
yeah,
We would drive maybe 3 or 4 hours in one day. That's,
yeah,
would you agree that's reasonable? So if you know somebody that likes cool people that write songs, we could sing for them. It really is very little work for them other than having friends.
yes, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Chairs. You need, I mean, or a floor.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah.
could I've done them with weird seating arrangements too.
Yeah.
Um Oh, and Nancy's going to be at the listening booth. Have you met
Woo!
Nancy? Katie, do you
Oh,
know Nancy? Oh my gosh. You guys are going to love each other.
well,
Yeah.
Nancy, I'm excited to love you, to meet you and love you.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible not to love either of you. So I'm excited about that. And can I just ask you back to the true crime and the court TV thing that I'm really into right now? Are you
Yeah.
near Eau Claire? Because that's where this takes place.
That's where the murder so most foul is. My hair. I'm trying to fix my
Yes.
hair. I can't be cool about it. I'm not close to Eau Claire, no. But I do drive through it all the time on my way to my hometown in Minnesota.
Well, if you ever go to Racy's coffee shop, you just have to let me know because that's like a big part. It's called the Hipster Love Triangle. That's
Oh,
that was the
okay.
name on the podcast. So
You know that Eau Claire is like a huge like music hotbed. Did you know that? Like Bon Iver is
No.
from Eau Claire, and there's the Eau Claire Music Festival. And it's like very big deal people. Like they would never have somebody like me on it. It's very cool. So Eau Claire is a real music land.
That's cool to know. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it except this court TV thing. So here's where I'm at with my final song for the evening. Oh, Rob, I'm glad you brought that up. Rob, here's Rob's question. And I, again, probably should have asked you before we planned this tour together.
Oh yeah, I didn't. My stance on Murder She Wrote. That's interesting. I mean, I love being asked that. No one asks me that anymore. I know it's funny you should ask because we were just watching Beauty and the Beast with our with our kid, and I was saying like Angela Lansbury is so cool because she is like I knew her only from as a kid. I knew her from Murder She Wrote, and because I watched reruns, right, like any reasonable child, and also from the movie National Velvet, which I loved, and she's in as like an 18-year-old. And so I thought when she was in Beauty and the Beast, I kind of thought that I was like 1994 or something, right? So I'm like 11, and I'm like, they were nice to give that old lady that part in Beauty and the Beast. And now I'm like realize like she's like a amazing decorated theater actor. Like she's like like a Sondheim like originated several Sondheim roles. So I think it was not that she was lucky to get a role in Beauty and the Beast. It was vice versa. And so I don't actually know anything about Murder She Wrote, but that was my riff. I mean,
Well, now you're prepared for that interview question should it arise again.
yes, exactly.
The reason Rob's asking you that is that I've been watching Murder, She Wrote every night since maybe November. So, in other words, my husband's a saint. But we've been watching it, and we just have lots of thoughts and opinions on this program, or program, as she would say.
Program.
She has lots of funny pronunciations. And our fellow, our peer kind of, Ronnie Cox?
Yeah.
Folk singer Ronnie Cox is in Murder, She Wrote. He's in an episode. It's the best episode.
That's awesome.
I know, and I messaged him on Facebook. I'm like, hey, Ronnie, I just watched you on Murder, She Wrote, and I have a lot of questions. And he's like, that was a long time ago. I was like, yeah, I guess that was like 40 years ago, wasn't it?
What Ronnie did,
So-
maybe Ronnie was not as excited as I was to get asked what his stance was on Murder, She Wrote.
He said it was a very fun set.
Good.
That's what he told me. But it inspired a song. And so I was going to, for my next song, I was either going to play Oh Colorado as a response to your Oh Minnesota, or I was going to do my Massachusetts one. But now I'm like, we're talking about this, and so I should do that.
Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote song.
Yes, please.
It actually has nothing to do with Murder, She Wrote. It is a sea shanty. And it happened, I think I told you about my sleeping issues. Before Katie agreed to this tour, I made clear that I have these crazy sleep issues, so I have to take my special sleep gummies every night. And if you don't fall right asleep, it sends you to some special places. And this episode had begun, and the opening shot, I don't know if everybody is familiar with these, but the opening shot was this carved wooden fisherman thing. And I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the same thing my grandfather used to have on his bureau. It's like this iconic Cape Cod fisherman thing. And so my brain just starts going, there's an old wooden fisherman. And I wrote this whole song laying in bed while Murder, She Wrote played in the background. And it's kind of about a hurricane, Hurricane Gloria. I was born during Hurricane Gloria. But it's also, it could be just about a person who is like with a hurricane of a woman who happens to be named Gloria. I don't know. It's kind of however you take it, and I've never performed it, and now I'm going to perform it, and we'll find out if I know it. That's what we're doing.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh, can you hear my dog?
I hear my dog.
Oh, maybe that's your dog I'm hearing. That's funny. My headphones are just so good. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. There's a wooden carving of an old fisherman, yellow rain slicker and a smoke pipe. He's staring off blindly toward Nassau light. Boys, I don't think we're leaving the harbor tonight. The sea throws up sick white caps, look like tossed ships, and they ain't gonna get no reprieve. Gloria, Gloria, sing her name. Gloria, Gloria, she don't want me to leave. I came back home for the last time, I thought, just to grab my old cat and some things. Then that sickly sweet voice started calling my name. Boys, you ain't ever heard this girl sing. So roll, roll, roll up your rigging. She ain't gonna stop, and I ain't ever leaving this hellhole town. Got my heart in its hands. Let her win, she's too strong, I can't stand. Red sky in the morning when I lift my mooring. Calamity I should have seen, but the temptation of finally getting away of the woman who castigates me. The sea throws up sick white caps, look like tossed ships, and they ain't gonna get no reprieve. Gloria, Gloria, sing her name. Gloria, Gloria, she don't want me to leave. It swirls like black ink when you fall in the drink. There's no fighting the girl's current, son. Just float like the martyr of all the old salts. Pray you wash up on the shore when she's done. So roll, she ain't gonna stop. And I ain't ever leaving this hellhole town. Got my heart in its hands, let her win. She's too strong, I can't stand. There's a wooden carving of an old fisherman, and I think that it looks just like me. I've grown into the floorboards of this godforsaken house. It's my ghost in the window you see. The sea throws up sick white caps, look like tall ships, and they ain't gonna get no reprieve. Gloria, Gloria, sing her name. Gloria, Gloria, she don't want me to leave. Gloria, she don't want me to leave. The doggy.
Sorry about the dog.
I love
Can
the
you hear
dog.
me? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay, good. I put my headphones in. I love that. I just want the chorus to come around like again and again. So great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean,
It's.
and not because I don't love the verses, but just like I that's like such a great endorphin rush of that great chorus.
Do you mean the hellhole town part? That one? I
The
don't
Gloria.
even. Oh, the Gloria part. Yeah, I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't even know if this is two choruses or what these parts are. It's just like, I don't know, it's a sea shanty. I don't know.
I got excited about the Gloria part.
Thank you. It's really fun to sing the Gloria part. Rob. Oh, thank you,
bet.
Rob. Thank you.
Yeah.
We actually just like my album was done with the basic tracks, and then I wrote that, and I was like, actually, I think that I'm gonna put that on it too, because it's like an ocean-based album, so like you need a sea shanty, you know. And then the Murder She
Perfect.
Wrote tie-in, I just think brings the whole package together. Have I sold this program for you? Like, do you want to watch this on Saturday night if nobody says, "Hey, come sing at our house"?
Have us sing. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I do want to. That sounds really good. I would love to watch A Murder, She Wrote.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That's such a kindness.
I mean, none of the Murder, She Wrotes happen on trains, right? Like, just remember that I need to take a train on Monday, so they can't have a scary train situation.
Yeah, no, and you needn't worry because Jessica Fletcher will just get all up in that business. I mean, she's a very nosy Parker. No, there's an airplane one that I've seen. I haven't seen a train. It's mostly happens.
No
in Maine.
airplanes either. I got to do that too.
Oh yeah, well, but the airplane one's really it's innocuous. You needn't worry about that.
Okay. Okay.
So just we've been talking about the fashion piece, and I just wanted to quickly mention, like, do you feel like throughout your life you've felt like a fashionista?
No, I'm just showing off my outfit. No, I have not, and in fact, it's been a wonderful like part of the last 5 years of my life is I feel like, first of all, I noticed that we liked all the same things, like when we first got to know each other, which is awesome. I have that sweater too. And then in the last 5 years, like my fashion has really changed and has become like a lot more like kind of butch of center and like just a little bit more
Butch of center. I
yeah.
love that.
Androgynous. And it's like I really am having so much fun, and I had never let myself try that before. So it's like you too, Marissa. So it's like it's really I don't know what you're saying you too about Marissa, but yes, we're all on the fashion journey together. And like I feel like fashion is newly interesting to me because I feel like for the first time in my life I'm getting some traction on my fashion. Like I'm having some successes that I feel excited about what I'm wearing. So that's great.
Do you feel like this is a first time in your life where you're like excited to go shopping?
Yes, exactly. I'm excited to get dressed in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big We should talk about this more maybe in our shows that you can get tickets for. All the links are up there. Because I feel like a lot of women, I've just started writing to women in our age group because, like, for me, shopping for clothes has always been stressful. Like, I remember when I was 10 and we couldn't find jeans for school because they didn't make them for round people, you know? And so it was just like a horrific thing and awful. There was no fun. And so, like, this sweater came from ModCloth, and I started enjoying fashion because of them, because they have a whole section of dresses called Fit and Flare, which is made for rounder people. I'm like, oh, okay, you can look good. And it's just such a gift to finally find a place where you can get things that make you feel good, as opposed to trying to, like, fit yourself into Gwen Stefani's wardrobe or something.
I mean, don't you think like the internet shopping is a big part of that? Like, I feel like it's like I didn't used to ever shop. I used to always go to the mall. Like, that's where I got all my clothes. And I kind of thought like, if you can't get it at the mall, you can't get it.
Right. Yes.
And so I feel like, and now I live in a really rural place. So now it's like, if I can't get it at the thrift store that like is attached to the retirement center, then I can't get it. And so it's like the internet has been a real game changer for me fashion wise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think a piece of that too is like more of us just talking about like, where's the clothes that look good on this body type, you know? And I just think it's an important thing to talk about. I know we both have songs that discuss that whole thing. So I'm really excited to sing them with you.
Me too.
And also, I just want to throw out, I feel like Marissa, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Marissa might also shop at ModCloth or has shopped at ModCloth.
She said the sweater. She says the sweater is what is she saying me too about? So that she must.
I think that she and I discussed this because when I first met her at the listening booth, which y'all should go to if you're in Delaware, I was like, what is your fashion? I love it. It was like,
oh, I know.
Like, these really
amazing
cool,
fashion.
bright colors and yeah. Now my dogs are going crazy.
Marissa also told me about cider. Do you know about cider, Grace?
I don't.
Is that what it's called, Marissa? I think so. I've checked that out and I'm very excited about that also. So.
And then for swimsuits, there's this company called Somersault that makes swimsuits for all the shapes, and you feel good.
You know what else there is? A Wisconsin company called Beefcake, and they're awesome. I have like a 70s style like swimsuit that looks like a wrestling singlet. Like, it's very cool.
Yeah. Yes. Rob, I gave my backup singer the night off, yes, because my backup singer is picking up sushi for me, and because that's my going away night and I love sushi. And then she's also picking up my new merch because I wanted to have t-shirts. I have these t-shirts that say "Revel in your nerditude," and I had run out, and I felt like it's an important piece of our tour.
It's important for us. Yes.
Yes. So that's where she is right now. So before Katie sings the last song here, let's just all cross our fingers for really good weather in Wisconsin. Did I say it right? And please, please let your friends know about all the dates above. If they're in Maryland, kind of near D.C., Wednesday would be really great for them. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is going to be on Thursday at Godfrey Daniels, which is a really iconic venue. And then on Friday, we're going to be in Rehoboth Beach at the listening booth. Super excited about that. There is like horseshoe crab breeding ground beach near there. So that's kind of cool. And then we're going to be in Lancaster.
That is very cool.
Lancaster. It's not Lancaster. It's Lancaster, Pennsylvania on Sunday.
I learned Lancaster. Lancaster. Like it's L-I-N-K. Lancaster. I don't know. Lancaster. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
We can explore all that on Sunday.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, last question, Katie, before your song. Are you going to pregame for this by watching A Mighty Wind?
Well, now I don't have time to because I have to leave tomorrow instead of Wednesday on account of the snow. So
tell the people.
So I was going to leave on Wednesday morning super early and get to the Milwaukee airport, which is 3 hours away from my house. But now there's going to be a snowstorm, so I'm going to leave tomorrow. So maybe I'll watch it from in my hotel room on tomorrow night. That sounds fun. But I think it would be more fun for us to watch it after the show one night.
I think so too. If y'all don't know about this movie, it's the same creators as Spinal Tap, except it's about folk music, and it's called A Mighty Wind. And after Katie and I solidified this tour in the rain, we watched that movie. at the folk festival and laughed a lot.
It's
It's
they're playing our song. Yeah, it's always going to be our movie, and with Aaron Ash Sullivan too. It's
yes.
hers. Um, are we skiing there? No, no skiing. I'm terrified. There's only cross country, and even the cross country, the little downhills really freak me out. So no.
Same. Are we the same person?
Yeah, we're actually the same.
Somebody stuck me on cross country skis one time because they knew I was so afraid of everything in this life. And there was like the tiniest dip in their backyard. I was like, I'm out. It's too much.
Yeah, totally. Same.
Okay.
I love this. We're gonna have so much fun. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna try Grace. I think you're probably muted. I'm gonna try turning off the echo cancellation because I think that was causing the problem. And if you're muted, then problem. But I have the private chat up, so if it sounds terrible, Grace, you send me a message. So I was thinking I would sing this song since you sang your Murder She Wrote song. Hey, 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 here's how it sounds. If you sang your Murder She Wrote song, I'm singing a Jodie Foster song. You know, there we have the movies and TV section of the show. It's my newest song. Jodie Foster moved. Oops, I got a message from Grace. What is this? Oh,
I was just gonna pop in. I feel like the guitar was better the other way.
Oh, okay, great.
Can you try the other way and noodle on the guitar a little bit?
Yeah, I sure can.
Because I also was laughing out loud when you said we had a movie and TV section.
A movie and TV section. Oh yeah.
Our show.
You hearing it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me sing?
So.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I think that'll do. I think that's close enough for jazz.
Okay. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Jodie Foster moved into my head when I was 14 with her blue jeans and her honey hair. We both had green eyes and freckly skin. We both spoke French. We were basically twins, Jodie and me, the perfect pair. Jodie Foster trembles when she's about to cry. So do I. Jodie Foster speaks to me. She seems tough, but she's sweet to me. Jodie Foster calls my name. She's a prostitute. She can count cards, talk to cannibals, but it's never hard to see how we're the same. Jodie Foster always finds a way to make it through. Me too. Jodie doesn't want to speak about the man who did that big bad thing. I don't know why they won't leave her alone. Jodie doesn't want to talk about anything she's sad about that I do. I want her to know. Jodie Foster, oh Jodie, won't you watch me cry, be my witness, testify. Okay, gotta start that verse over. This is a very new song. Sorry, everyone. Jodie turns the saddest things to diamonds, hard and bright and shining. right up there where anyone can see. Jody, won't you watch me cry? Be my witness, testify. Won't you make a diamond out of me? Jody, I'm just trying to find a way to make it through. Just like you. Jodie Foster moved into my head when I was 14 with her blue jeans.
I love that.
Thanks.
So good. I was just thinking about Jodie Foster. I think you have a line in there about it. She just always seemed like so tough to me. Like I would not mess with that person.
Yeah, so much.
Oh,
so
Rob said it's an epic song. So good.
Thanks, Rob.
Oh, Katie Dahl, I'm so excited to see you. We're going to have the best time. We're going to talk about clothes and Gina Davis and Jodie Foster and Angela Lansbury and just have the best time.
We're going to have the best time. And we'll see all you out there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Spread the word, everybody. And wait, one more quick question. Katie.
Okay.
Is this potentially going to happen?
Oh. What? Oh. Yeah.
You said, oh. Did you do that on purpose?
Yes, I did. Yes. I was trying to figure out the right key.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that you can do the intro.
Mm-hmm.
What key? What key is that?
Well, that's the original. That's A. What key do you do it in?
E.
Because I have this.
Yeah. Oh, we are going to do some bop, y'all. I can't wait.
Dude, I have a song with a Hanson reference in it. This is perfect. We're going to have the best time.
We are meant to be, everyone. Thank you for listening to us and joining us on this live stream. I hope we've been fun. Thank you for sticking with my sound quality.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.